Hey, once again, it's your boy Day Day from Triple D Gaming coming at you with another map making video. You know how we do it. Let's get to it. Alright, ladies and gents, as you see from the thumbnail, we threw it in game, and it looks kind of good. uh, so the waterfall, I think I put 4 or 5 across there. And I could have went with one less. Appreciate that, like, appreciate it. Could have went with one less because you see it is kind of full, but either way, it's awesome. Yeah, worked real good actually. So I'm excited. Um, let's get to it. Yep. JR caught the stream early today. Yeah, man. Caught it right on time. You're on it. On it. Alright. First one. First one in. Other than myself, how about it? Alright, yeah, so, I mean, this worked out perfect. Worked out real good. Actually, see, I'll show you what it looks like if you don't put this here. Alright, so, stretch that out a bit. Go down here to visibility, and then we'll hit play on that. Alright, so, obviously, it looks different in game. It actually looks like water, other than in here. Really, look, you can tell that it's flat plains with water on it, but in game it looks way better. But if we take that water out from behind, now you can see the rock. Alright, it looks good. I mean, it still looks good with like that. It exposes the rock more. Normally I'll have, like, I would be using the blue water or whatever, and I would normally have it pushed closer to the rock where you could actually see the rock, but I don't know what it is. I just like having that water flowing behind it as well. Either way, it looks good. So moving on from that, our next waterfall, you think that's awesome. Wait till you see our next one. Again, in game it looks amazing. So if we come over to this water here real quick, right quick, what is this, pond number 2? Alright, when we scroll down here, we come over to the white part, to the white here. Alright, see, if we bump this up a notch, whoa, not that bunch. So if we go, like, I don't know, point, oh no, we need 1.3. See, you can leave it blue, just make it to where it isn't as dark, you know what I'm saying? And it doesn't look as crazy. We can actually just take this and just make it a 2, 3, 4. Just go crazy with this, so it still has little blue tint to it, but it's not just crazy blue. JR, that super sick looks good. How do I fix my Giants editor when I open mods and FS22 Giants editor? It only shows the lights. Alright, so if it's a FS19 mod, or is it a FS22 mod, just not opening your mods? 'Tis the first question. I actually made a video about that too. If your FS22 mods aren't opening in Giants Editor 9.2 now it would be. Welcome everybody. Alright, so right here, I actually made a video on this. Alright. So if your FS22 mods are not opening in Giants Editor 9.0.2, it's because it's still pathed. If you had FS19 before FS22, as soon as you download it, it's automatically going to path to FS19, because that's how you had the last editor pathed. So now you have to path the new editor to the new game, and you do that by coming up here to files. I'm gonna have to turn it on desktop view so you can actually see what I'm doing, and then hopefully it doesn't crash because of it. Alright, so you come up to files, open files, come down to preferences, open preferences. Alright, right here it says game installation. Like I said, if you had FS19 before you got FS22, this is 100% guaranteed to be pathed to FS19. Right here. So game, I have it on D drive, Steam library, Steam apps, common, and it's going to say FS19 down here, guaranteed. So you had to open this up and repath it to the new game, which mine is D drive, Steam library, Steam apps, common, FS22. Alright. But when you click on FS22, just hit select folder. And then you'll be good to go. You hit apply, and then you can close that out. If you do not do that, it will not open up the mods, even if it is a 22 mod. It's just because it's going to be trying to pull all the textures and everything from FS19, but it's not an FS19 mod, so it's not going to show anything. And that's why your mods ain't opening. Alright. Give that a go ahead. Let me know if that worked. Well, it's guaranteed to work. Guaranteed. That's 100% what the problem is. Yeah. Ain't no doubt. That was the first thing I had to do when I got the new editor. Now, if you didn't own FS19 before you got 22 and you got the new editor, you don't have that problem, because it's automatically going to be pathed. It's going to be pathed to the new game for you. But if you had previous farm sims, it's going to be pathed to the previous one, guaranteed. Joel, what's going on? Alright, so we got our waterfalls in. I have all the trees put in, except for, well, in this section, except for these two tall ones. Other than that, I have all the other trees in already. So we're going to, naturally, we're going to throw these in, and then we're going to move on to the next thing. I'm good, Joel. I'm great, actually. I'm off work now. Yeah, we're working on our masterpiece. I'm happy. Yeah, did you see the thumbnail? That was in game. Like I was saying, I think we did like 4 or 5 of the actual waterfalls. In game, you can see how full it looks. It's really full. So we could have went with one less than what we did. I think we went, I don't know, 3, 4, something like that. We could have did one less, but I'm happy with it. It looks good. It looks real good in game. The water looks good. It's all good. Oops. The only part that's not good is we're not playing it yet. I just can't wait to do this other waterfall. Oh, you guys, I'm gonna blow your socks off, okay? Blow your socks off. I'm like a magician. I just keep pulling rabbits out the hat. Yeah, the unrecognized magician. I see you there, Joel. Yeah, it's always a plus when everything goes according to plan. Man, we got a lot of trees in here. Even with all these trees too, I flew up over the map boundary, back in here with all these trees and that, running solid 60. Solid 60 with my graphics card is definitely saying something. I mean, I can't say that that's going to be the case once the map's done, but right now, we're at a solid 60. Yeah, so we definitely got to go through and we got to start at 86 and everything that we're not going to keep. Alright. Yeah, so we'll work on that. Here, I'm going to finish this section of the trees. I'm not going to bore you guys the whole stream doing this. Um, Even though I'd like to so I can get it done. But we'll go over and again start getting rid of stuff we do not need. And then we'll work on these a little bit each stream, and then I'll work on them like after each stream. We'll try to get all these trees around the map done. Like, one might think that it has nothing to do with the map, but it actually has everything to do with it. It's what gives it. It's going to give it its character. What else? Other than blowing your socks off. I mean, some people might not really appreciate it, but for them hardcore loggers out there, it's going to be nice. And people that appreciate detail, in their maps. I had to break that up a little bit. Man, I am still torn on this. Like, we definitely have to do, like, if we keep it, we definitely have to make it our own. We have to make it original. So, I tried to raise this up out of the ground once, and it was a nightmare trying to get these levels because there's like benches here with the actual ground. It was a nightmare trying to get that right. But what I did the last time was I took the square paintbrush and I made it huge, real big, and then I raised up the rock and the water and everything in there, raised it up, and then I took that whole square and just raised everything up all at once, and it kind of worked. It was, some of it was off a little bit, but for the most part it worked. Deleted these roads, and then set the rock and everything back down on the terrain. And the reason I was doing that was because I was wanting to open this up and make it to where whenever you was on this level, like you could look straight over into the bottom. And I would like to do it to where I could delete these rocks in that and actually make that water flow out of this. But the way they have this, it's almost impossible to do it, because this rock here holding that water in is actually the whole bottom to the cave. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. So if we just leave it where it's at, we definitely have to move rocks around and just make it our own, or try to raise the whole thing up and just do something completely different and still change it. It all depends on how much work we want to do with it, that's all, I guess. So now, again, I want to keep, like, all the sell points and that you can place down on your own, but for the most part, I want to keep, like, basic sell points, and then maybe put, even if it's just a little baby field, put one field in, to give the impression, because, like, that's why I want to keep most of the sell points. So whenever you're done logging it, you have that opportunity to just make your own fields with whatever piece of equipment you want to. Make your own fields and farm it if you want. So that way, yeah, it appeals to more than just the logging community, I guess. So I mean, I really don't want to jam this up with too much, especially I didn't even put none of them big ones right here. That's why it looks so bare. It's like, man, that really looks bare right there. So kind of fill this in a little bit. Again, I'm not going to worry with this the whole stream. We're going to get this section done. Try to find something else to do. There's plenty to do. Let's fill this in a little bit too. Some smaller ones. I should have put the bigger trees a little bit tighter back here too, but yeah, it wasn't supposed to go in there. Oh well. Oopsie. Definitely up front. Man, we definitely got this filled in. Drop a couple of these bad boys over here. And we'll put some up on the hill. Then we'll call it a day. A quick fly over, make sure we ain't got no floaties. Like this guy right here, how about it? I want to put a couple up there to break that up some. Matter of fact, I'll put one or two of these wider ones here up in here. I still haven't changed the or upgraded our playlist. One of these days, yeah, when I'm not busy. The magician and a comedian. Guys are getting a package deal. Definitely got it full, man. We are definitely full. Obviously, phone goes off. Perfect timing, as usual. Put a couple here just so we got them different heights. For some reason I can't find my stream thing that I need mine in the C drive. Hang on, I'm gonna have to read that again because I didn't understand it. For some reason I can't find your Steam thing that I need. Yeah, so you need Steam, or yeah, it should be. I gotta turn that desktop off too. It's probably hurting our stream. But preferences. Yeah, if you had C drive, you should have Steam here somewhere. Is it under program files? I think something like that. I don't know. I moved mine. Like I said, I mean, it should just be C drive, and then just like mine, D drive, Steam library, Steam apps, common, FS22. You do get your game through Steam, right? I gotta turn that desktop recording off. Program files 86. That's what I thought. So yeah, so it would be D drive program files 86 as Joel helping us out there. Then it's Steam library, Steam apps, common, FS22. I'm gonna have to just start calling you Hawkeye there, Joel. Always catching everything. All my mess ups. You get it, JR? Yeah, program 86, Steam apps. Yeah, mine's Steam library, but yeah, Steam. Regardless, either way. Yeah. What she said. Alright, I think we're good there on trees. We definitely got some trees now. Yeah, all this looks good. So I got some tan rocks too. I got tan rocks too because we got the paintable texture, the mountain rock, and it's red. It doesn't match these rocks. So I do got some tan rock as well. Alright, but as far as this goes, what we got here? H&H milling group. So this is a placeable, so you can place this down in game, but you only get this piece right here, just this building right here. Obviously all this stuff doesn't come with it. So if we did wipe that out, as you're playing, you could put that back in. And then we have the farmers market. Again, you can place that down. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Like, you got your game through Epic Games or something other than Steam, JR? I don't know. I've never used anything other than Steam myself. Guess we gotta wipe all this stuff out. Obviously, we gotta get rid of the ballpark. Only thing over here, I think, is the dairy. And I'm okay with getting rid of that. Again, that's placeable. Can be placed down. Are the buildings the same? Yes, they are. One's just backwards. I never noticed that. Yeah, you got two dairy buildings. %, from Steam. No, because it's still gonna be path to that. You got to so you just can't find the Steam library. Try this. Hey, let me put it back on desktop. Back on desktop. Come up to file. Preferences. Open up the browser. And then just type or click on your C drive and just come up here to the search. Have you tried that? And just type in Steam up here in the search bar, and it's going to bring that up for you. And then wherever it says Steam, obviously I don't have it in the C drive. I'll do it with the D drive because I do have it there. So whenever I type in Steam here, alright, it's going to find it for me right here. And then you just right click it and just open up file location. Obviously that's not what I want though, because I need the Steam apps, but it should find it for you there. Or Steam library is what I need. And right there, see, it found it for me, Steam library. And then just right click it and then hit open file location, and then it'll open it for you, and then you can go from there. Yeah, so if it is in your C drive, as soon as you type it here, it's going to find it for you. If it doesn't find it for you, then it's not in there, but it should definitely be there, unless you have it moved to a different drive. Just turn up. Excuse me. Alright. So, anyhow, where were we? Lost. That's where we were. Yeah, so most of this I could just get rid of. I'm trying to think of what I could put there and or keep there, just for the simple fact that, wait a minute, let me see. So I'm keeping the highway for sure, without a doubt. And then I was going to keep this main road right here that runs through here, through town, and then up through here to our sawmill. Just keep that main road. All these little side roads can be taken out, and if we need roads, we can just paint them. But I do want to keep main roads though, because again, this is going to be a, yeah, I see you, Joel. I'm going to save it. This is going to be a snowplow map as well as a logging map. Yeah, you definitely shouldn't need to delete. Yeah, but this is going to be a snowplow map, so, you know, base game, you can't. The snow just doesn't collect on the highway or the actual roads. It's only on, like, painted down roads. So, yeah, we tweaked all that, so snow will actually fall on these main roads and the highway. So it'll be a snowplow map plus a logging map. So, and you can farm it, so it's the best of all three. But I want to keep this main road again, so it goes like a weird L shape. The highway, alright, and then we, obviously the exits are here, but these exits are going to take care of our main road here, and then we have these exits. So, without having to reconstruct the actual highway and getting rid of the exit, I want to keep the exit there. So at least gotta have a road running, one road running somewhere. So I was thinking maybe have it jump off here and then come to here and then jump back on the highway there, and maybe that's where we can have our store. Because the store's over here right now, but I was going to get rid of that store, and then over here is another exit. So we got to have at least one main road going somewhere, wherever it comes off. Obviously the exit is right here by the caves. there is the bowling alley. So we got to determine whether we're keeping that or not. Over here is the carpenter building. So you would take your wood and your planks and that. It goes right here through the XML files. Obviously, it's a login map, and that's where you're going to take your planks, your pallets of planks, and your logs to make furniture. So I'm definitely not taking that out. I mean, it's a login map. You'll be using that. So I got it now. It's fixed. So I was reading what you said earlier a little too fast. My sawmill set up. Again, I might change it. But I was going to place one down here so you had two. I was going to try to get two, one on either side of the map. So it's the basic layout of what is there. I changed it a little bit, but I think I'm going to change it some more. I wanted to change the ground texture and everything, but oops. I added this building in with the sign there. So when you come in, you can actually park some stuff in. I added this building over here so you can park some stuff in. Painted some mud and stuff outside the doors there. Same here. Put a little turbo heater in the corner. Then obviously, you know, I gotta make my running water. I just love the water on this new game, because whenever you walk through that, it actually makes splashing sounds. I think that's the greatest thing ever. Alright, but so it spawns the wood chip cell thing here. I added this building as well. Added that obviously, and then I built this thing here to stack wood on. Now it was giving me a fit, so I gave up on it, but I was trying to get it to where you could bring your logs in and stack them on here, and then just whenever you got it full or whenever you needed money or whatever, just hit the trigger and it would sell them. But I couldn't get the trigger to work there. Obviously in game the sell triggers show up right here. So you could either just stack wood here and then set up your wood chipping station back here, selling your wood chips there. Just pull your logs to chip them, or just use it as storage. Or after I get done building everything, I'm gonna go back to trying to get this to actually work, because I don't want to just move the sell point. I want to keep the actual sell point here to where you can just pull up, get out your truck, hit the thing, and sell your logs. Or you can come back here and hit this trigger and sell your logs here. So I'm trying to make it to where you can sell your logs in both places, off of this thing and up here. And again, it might all change. I might move stuff around. I'm not 100% sold on what I got there yet. Yeah, we'll add some trees and all that good stuff in there. And I was thinking about taking, because I added all them other textures, and actually just painting this dirt instead of the gravel. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, so that's that for now, anyhow. Alright, ballpark. See ya, bye. What we got here? Make sure I get the shebang. Excuse me. Wow. Wow. There's gotta be, I think I gotta test it out too, Jewel. I think I got the collectible thing working. I think. I had to add into the maps XML to path it to the collectibles XML. So technically I didn't have to put the XML into the map. I could have just had it pull it from the actual game itself, but I went ahead and threw the XML into the map, and then I had to go into the maps XML and then path it to actually read the XML. So we'll see if it works. Obviously the collectible showed up in game, it just would not it just wouldn't trigger for you to pick them up. So hopefully I got that fixed. I'm thinking we should keep one of these maybe. Yeah, we might need that. So ask Giants Editor question, how do I get Giants Editor out of foreign language back to English? It's a good one, because I've never changed it. Editor language. Alright, so you just go to preferences, go to file. Matter of fact, here I'm just going to put it back on the desktop so you can see it. Alright, so you come back up here to file, preferences, right? Leave it under general right there, and right here at the bottom, editor language, English, Dutch, French, so on and so forth. So it's right there, the bottom thing. Got it? Exiting desktop. Yeah, I was just running around here seeing if there was anything I wanted to keep before I delete everything. Yeah, I'm gonna save one of those lights. I mean, we could just pull it if we wanted it later on, but yeah, I'm gonna pull that. So Control V. Or Control C. Wow, I got too much stuff open here. Alright, floodlight. Alright, so I'm just gonna fly this over here real quick and just pop it down right here real quick so we know where it's at. We can get to it later. It's pulled out of this, so when we delete all this, it doesn't go with it. I need to click our ball field again. Delete. Ah, it didn't even take them floodlights with that. I thought they were in there with it. That's funny. Oh, they all by themselves. Did all that for nothing. How about it? Nah, baseball field lights. Alright. I thought for sure. Alright, there was. I was gonna say, I thought for sure there would have been a collectible in there. What do we got going on here? Alright. Let's delete the lights. We got all kinds of stuff to get rid of, man. Yeah. They lit. I need to update it. I keep saying that, but I just haven't got to it. Oh, look at this, Joel. We could have been used these. Grass square, plain. Man, we could have used those. I don't even know why they got them there. How far do they go? Alright, so just right here. It was something. What about that? Oh, wow. How many of these they got? Oh, that's awesome. You know what? See, that'd be nice if they would have made the, over there like that. Or is this single ones? Since I got them single ones, I could probably just go ahead and delete all that and just rebuild what I need and leave out what I don't need. The only thing would be these. No. Alright, I'll tell you what we're gonna do too here. Yeah, I gotta figure out what we're gonna do. Because we could probably, over there I didn't want to delete it. And if I'm not able to separate this from that, I might have to keep that. Like I said, I only need it to where there's just a road right there. The main road. And then we could plow snow. We could place something there. Yeah, there could be like a building or two there. And then other than that, the rest of it can go. And we'll keep the actual main road so you can plow the snow on it. But if I can get rid of these sidewalks and that, we'll get rid of them, and we'll just keep one road. Alright, so there's that one, and then this one by itself. And Mitch, yeah, appreciate that, man. Lots of detail, man. Any map I make, I try to go all out with the detail. Cause for me myself, I'm a visual player. If it doesn't look good, I don't want to play on it. Normally I make TP maps, but I had to break one down for the logging community and myself, because I like to log as well. So it tribute to the loggers, and yeah, so probably won't be 100% what I want it to be, but at least it'll be the first one for FS22. again. I'm gonna do this again. I'm gonna use this as my little storage site for a minute. Anything that I may want and or have to use later on down the road, we'll slap it over there. If we don't need it by the time we're done with the map, we'll get rid of it. Where are we at? Might keep the trailer, maybe. I did get another log cabin too. So we have a few log cabins now, different ones. The main house, like your house, is going to be as of right now, unless I change my mind later on down the road. But your main house is, I don't know if you ever seen it, the elk lodge or something. I may use that as your house. 100% agree. Detail is important. Is this map going to be on Xbox? Yeah. a few times. I've made quite a few maps, but I have never submitted them to Giants to be on console or PC for that matter. I've just never submitted to Giants. But the game plan with this map is to submit it to Giants. I can't guarantee whether it's going to be approved or not. I'm sure it'll be denied the first go around because I don't know. I'm going to have to look into all the the allows and not to allows, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I'm gonna tell you, yeah, but I'm not gonna guarantee it to you. But we're definitely gonna try submitting it, yes. Whether they accept it, it's a different story. Look. You still there, JR? What do you think of the sawmill? Change it? Jody, how's it going? Welcome to you. So my mod I exported is flashing a bunch of random bright colors. Alright, yeah, it's definitely gonna do that. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you gotta change. Good, Jody, good. Glad to have you. Everybody. Alright. That's always a plus. Appreciate it. Did you subscribe during the stream? May I ask? If you did, like, I got a notification thing there. It's supposed to pop up whenever somebody subscribes, but it just hasn't been working. It's supposed to do that, and obviously it didn't work. Alright, but anyhow, this is going to be a logging map. I normally don't do logging maps, but I like to log, and I like highly detailed maps, and it's just hard to come by a highly detailed logging map, so I figured I'd make my own. But normally I make like TP maps and stuff like that, so Yeah, I really don't know why that's not working. Like, I thought it was because I didn't have it open. Um, but here lately I've been opening it up and it's just not working. Like, whenever I go in to test it, obviously it's working. Yeah. Working like a champ when I hit the test button. How about it? I don't know. That's another kink we gotta work out. Sam! Converting some old John Deere tractors to two FS22. That's what you're working on now? Alright, so let's see if we can... Oh, ball field squares. Delete them puppies now. Yeah. Yo. It just makes me want to put the ball field back in there just to see why that was there. Because I didn't even see why that was there. Appreciate them likes too, guys. Yeah, so it's going to be a logging map. It's going to be a snow plowing map, because basic game, you know, whenever it snows, it does not cover the main roads. Well, this map we have it covering the main roads, so you'll have to plow your main roads, the highway, and all the main roads. Like, all the roads will be covered in snow, so you'll have to plow everything. So it'll be a logging map, a snow plow map, and I'm leaving most of the sell points in. So after you log it, if you want to put in fields and start farming it, you can do that, and not have to worry about it. You got places to sell everything. All the collectibles will still be in the map, so you'll be able to collect them. We have we put in one waterfall. We're going to add another one. We got tunnels, and I got this waterfall outside of the map's boundaries, but we're putting one inside the map's boundaries as well. A whole bunch of awesomeness. As you move away from it, it gets quieter. There's that. The other waterfall I'm gonna put like right in this area somewhere. I don't know which one of these actually has. I don't know which one of these actually has the sell point on them. Factory, dairy. Yeah, I really don't know why there's two buildings there. I didn't really play this map too much though, so I really don't know. Multitasking. How much of your streaming playing with Transcender? It ain't no better way to do it though. How many trees is going to have on it? A lot. Yeah, actually, yeah, I'm not sure, but there's going to be some serious trees. I got, right now, we're taking stuff out so we can start our build. I got a lot of stuff out of it already, but what we're going to do is we're keeping the main highway. That's why I made tunnels, because I put mountains and stuff in, but then the roads would have been running into mountains, so I put tunnels in that. So we're keeping this main highway right there. Alright, And then we are going to keep this main road that runs right along here like this. Alright. So main highway, main road. Then obviously the exit. And we're going to have like one road running off the exit. Outside of that, here's your sawmill right here. The water's going to split off of here. Then we're going to have our waterfall here, surrounded by forestry. I got like 5 different trees outside of trees that are standard to FS22. So we have 5 custom trees. And then your store. Then we're going to have the main road here. Outside of that, like everything else is going to be forestry. Everything. Clean up to the edge of the roads. All this other stuff, all this extra stuff is going to go. Riley, that is the game plan. Like I was just saying, I can't guarantee whether it'll be accepted or not. But we are submitting to the Giants. This will be the first map I have submitted to Giants. I've made maps before, plenty of them. Just have not submitted maps. We changed the water from deep dark blue, it was darker than that, to like a dirty water. So it looks like dirty river water. It looks more real and natural to me. More suits a logging map. Yeah, me too. I'm excited too. Like, I don't know if you've seen anything else I made, but let me tell you, I surprised myself. All right, because the end product always comes out like super amazing. Oh, and I'm gonna keep the train too. So we're going to keep the sell point here by the train. But we're going to wipe all the extra buildings out. We're just going to keep the main thing we need. I put these guys here so you can stack logs on there for loading onto the train or offloading off the train. And stack your logs on them. And then over here we took buildings out. All this was a big white area and I wasn't happy with it, so I put down moss plains to cover up all that white area. And that's why we got this rock formation there as well. We're not done here. Alright, so there's the train station. I kept this as a park and ride. We gotta move them boxes still. Over here is just called this the train cargo storage area. Alright, I see you, Jewel. Yeah, we still gotta finish decorating this area. I just painted the dirt, and over here we have an old abandoned sawmill. We put in the backgrounds there. A couple trees done fell on it. Alright. And right here I might put an actual working sawmill cell point, an extra one. And then we just gotta finish backfilling the outbounds with trees. That's what we've been working on. Filling the background in with trees. So whenever you're zoomed out from your vehicles, it actually feels like a forest. This tunnel actually has a light like shining down. I added light to it. Yeah, so we've been putting all these trees in here. We just got done with those ones. I added a light to this tunnel as well. So when you're looking at it, it's all lit. Yeah, so we just gotta, it actually goes pretty quick, but we gotta fill this in with trees. Everywhere where a road runs off the map, and we got a hill, added a tunnel. We got to backfill all that with trees. Yeah, I mean, like everywhere. So, ooh, look, there's a collectible right there. The water's right here. We added tunnels for that. We got trees falling now. Every map that I have played, people lay trees down like this, but the way they do it, it's like this tree is still in the ground. I don't do it like that. If I put a tree on the ground, listen, if you hit it with a truck or something when you're driving by, that tree is going to move. Every other map I've played, not saying that everybody does it like that, but every map that I have played, if you hit a tree that they had laying on the ground, it just stopped your vehicle dead. But the way I put them in is, if you hit it, it moves. If you have the superhuman strength, you can pick it up. The only thing you can't do is just walk right up to it and delimit. You have to make a cut on it anywhere. I normally just snip the butt of it off, and then you can delimit. But I don't have it static to where it's just stuck there. If I lay it on the ground, you can move it. Try to make it as realistic as possible. So there we have another tunnel. Then we had the train tunnel. And obviously this guy up here. So this was a sell point right here. Had big industrial stuff. It is still a sell point. But I put a parking lot in. And what's a forest? Yeah. Without a hospital. So I made some signage and stuff and made it the dark. That's going to be the name of the map too. The Dark Forest. Or the Dead Dark Forest. I haven't 100% decided yet, but you know, we got the Dark Forest Health Center. Yeah, look, you break it, we fix it. We take all health insurance. So there's a little sign I whipped up for it. The Dark Forest Health Center. Got the trees in the background. I thought it would go good, so other than that, I would have just wiped that building out. But we put it to use. I'm gonna add a few more parking spots there and add some more cars. Maybe put another building or two back in there just to fill that in a little bit. We actually took and put these squares down to fill that in because it just looked like that, to make a nice parking lot. Yeah, we put a lot of work into it so far, so that's where we're at. That's where we're headed. Here's the game plan. You're doing a good job with the map. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys coming and supporting the channel, supporting the build. Give me somebody to talk to. All suggestions are yeah, much appreciated too. So if you got input, please input it. I can't guarantee we're going to use all the input, but like I'd be stuck sometimes. Like, what should we do? What should we do? So that stuff helps. Like right now, this dairy place. All these sell points are, again, you can place all of them down, but I want to keep them standard in there, most of them. But I might just go ahead and get rid of that dairy. I gotta keep at least something here. Like something's gotta be here. Cause we got this exit. Well, it's running that way. That's going that way. But we have this exit here, so I want this to actually be going somewhere. Whether we add something or, I don't know, we could actually probably just put the store or something in there too. Right? So I had a couple ideas for the store too. Like, I don't want to keep the American Maps store. I just don't want to keep it. Everybody keeps it. I want to change it. So So there's the store. I was wanting to use this as the store. I mean, it would be cool. Like, I've been wanting to use this as a store in a few maps and just haven't done it yet. It kind of does and kind of doesn't make sense. Obviously, it wouldn't be able to go there. It's too big. Imports. Have cabins in the... Yeah, we're gonna have cabins. I got a couple of log cabins. I just need more. And then I don't know if you've seen the Elk Lodge house that's out. I was going to use that as the main house, as your starting house. You know what I'm saying? Your house. So I've been wanting to use this as a store on a map. Like, I've been wanting to do it, but I think this area back here would just be too small for some vehicles to spawn back here. I mean, it's a pretty big area. It's a huge store. But I could build a parking lot in front and then have it to where you come up to the front door to make your purchase or whatever, and then the vehicles spawn in the front, and then if you want to sell anything or fix it, then you have to bring it around back. Maybe right here, sell it right there. I think it would be pretty neat. Grilled jalapeno, yeah man. What's going on? I eat jalapenos on everything. Yeah, so that's a thought. We'll have to make a decision on that later. I forgot I still had these here. I was going to add one field to it. One field. So there's one field to start with, and then if you want any more fields, you got to log out room to cut your own fields in. Playing on Chainsaw Valley? Yeah, I kind of looked at it. I mean, it's okay, I guess. It definitely suits your logging needs. That's for sure. Alright, so really trying to debate like what should I put in this area. Again, most of it's got to go. I made my own one little sign. Oh, I got a bunch of different custom signs too. We got to add Triple D's Logging Forest, cash out in the dark forest, loggers needed. Plots are 50% off. Limited time only. storage area here. Yeah, and then once we're done building the map, then I'm gonna grab a hold of all the collectibles, and then we're gonna replace the collectibles around the map, so it'll still have all your collectibles. You'll still get $1,000 per collectible, and then the main prize once you collect them all. Which map did this used to be? This used to be Elm Creek. This was Elm Creek. Obviously, it didn't have mountains in the back. It didn't have none of that. Yep. I've been working on it for a while now. Took out all the elms, built a background, put in every single one of our boundary trees here, all by hand. These are the fully rendered trees, because when you're up close to the edge here, you want that fully rendered tree. But to be able to put this many trees in the background, if you was putting fully rendered trees back here like this, your frame rate would be 4, if that. So you take just the LOD of the tree, you see how it's all blocky, and it takes nothing to render them, and then because they're actually just 2D trees. And as you go around, the tree follows you. See, if you look at it from up here, it's just a 2D tree. But it moves. So you're always, no matter which angle you're looking at it, you're always looking at the front of it. You know what I'm saying? It follows you. So that's how we're able to slap in so many trees without it causing frame rate issues. I don't know. I wanted to be in the theme of a forest, so maybe even if you came off the highway and this was like campgrounds right here, you know what I'm saying? Or a trailer park, and just leave it that simple. Just leave it like a trailer park or campgrounds. Leave it small. But leave it there so we have a reason for the exit coming off the highway right there. That's all we need, is a reason for that exit to be there. So it doesn't have to be much here. JR, that would be amazing. That would be a whole bunch of amazingness. Yeah, I mean, I don't pressure anybody, you know. Say, you know, if you want to subscribe, if you don't want to miss nothing, hit it. But I've done pretty good, actually, because I know a few people that's had channels for 3 to 4 years, and they got like 60 subscribers. So, I mean, I can't really complain. It takes forever, like forever. But I can't complain because, like I said, there's people that's been at it for years and ain't nowhere near where I'm at. But that would be great, man. Whole bunch of awesome sauce. Alright, so go just little tidbits like this. I like to keep that. So for right now, I like how it's on the pallet there. Like we could just use this around the sawmill or something, just as decoration. So I'm gonna throw that in there. I'm gonna make that into a group, just so I can move them both at the same time, and then we'll call that pallet, not capitalized, pallet and jack or something like that. And then grab a hold of that jack and then throw it in there. Then I can just grab that group and move them both at the same time. We'll throw it in our storage unit. I've had a channel for a little over a year. I post when I can, and I edit my own videos too. Yeah, I do all my editing and all of that by myself. Yep. And right at 300 subs, I'm not in a hurry to grow my channel. Yeah, I mean that's pretty good, especially like if you ain't doing it every day and hitting it hard. It's not bad. Like it's hard to do when you have to, you get a couple hours at it every day. Then you gotta stop and do the family thing and then go to work and all that good stuff. That's where I'm at. But I did hit 1,000 subscribers in like a little over 12 months. Like, because you gotta have 4,000 hours of view time. My view time actually started going backwards on me. So I was like, oh, I'm definitely not getting it, because now it's been so long it's going backwards. So I really did not think I was getting it, and I like just barely got it. And I still have not made a nickel, because you got to clear $100 before you get paid. I've been a partner for 3 months now, and I haven't even made $100 yet. Just wondering, how long do you think it will be until the map is done? Well, unfortunately, because there's life throws stuff at you. And then I only get like 5 hours a day. Not counting the weekends. I get the whole weekend unless I got something going on to work on it, or unless I go without sleep, which I do a lot. The hardest part and the longest part is like the thought process of it. How am I going to build this? Where are we going to put that? All that good stuff. But once I get the basic, like all the stuff like that, and an idea of exactly what I'm going to do, pretty much it's just wiping this stuff out, getting them trees in, and then raising, lowering terrain, and getting that waterfall in over there. It'll be a little bit tricky. Then I have a couple other little things up my sleeve I want to do. And then the actual placing of the trees, it'll definitely be a couple months yet before I get it done. I'd like to say sooner than that, but I know it's just not reality, especially with only getting so much work on it per day. But once I get the basic layout and I know exactly what I'm doing and I get rid of everything and I know what I'm keeping, it'll start going quicker. Especially like the actual laying of the trees. It seems like it's going to be a whole bunch of trees, but it does go quick until you get to places where you got to be careful where you're putting the trees and you're being tedious, like next to roads and stuff. It takes a little bit longer, but listen, I got over 200 and some different paintable textures. So I got, each map only has so many textures. Like you got the US map, it only has dirt, gravel, and a couple other things. Well, I put every texture from the whole game into this one map. So we have the US map textures, we have the European map textures, we have the Alpine map textures, we have every texture. Because I like to go crazy with it and add mega detail with the textures and that. So, because I actually got that to work, it might take a little bit longer because I'll be getting all into it and making it look as realistic as possible. JR, I have a feeling when this map is done, I'm gonna clear it, cut it. Yeah, that's my game plan. I'm definitely gonna be playing it myself. The last map I made, I was super duper excited about it. There's still people playing it right now for FS19. And that was a paid map. So only a handful of people have that map. I was excited about playing that map. And I started to play it. Then the new game came out. Well, with being a YouTube creator, I mean, you gotta move on with the new stuff. So, yeah, I really didn't get to finish that map. I wanted to convert it. I wanted to convert it over, but you kind of got to rebuild the map. Because you got to take, like, we took this map here, wipe everything out of it, and then put everything from, it's a nightmare. Yeah, you're pretty much rebuilding the map. Oops. Pull that back and make sure I had a hold of that whole thing. We did. Look around, see what all the little tidbits we have here we can use. Or if we can use. Oh, sweet. That's rare. That's a rare find right there. Being able to grab each board individually. Alright, so I've made maps and took single boards like this and made pergolas with the nail heads and everything in it, just as a decoration. I made a park basketball hoop, you know, kids play things, and I had a pergola there for the adults to sit in. It was pretty cool. I made it all from one board. There's probably another one of those laying somewhere, but you know what? All this has to go. Oh, and I was able to get telephone poles. I just converted telephone poles from FS19. That way I could use them. Well, I don't necessarily need the poles, I only needed the wire. Because here, it'll let you grab a pole by itself, but it will not let you grab a wire by itself. So if you wanted to, like, break this line right here. Alright, say you wanted to keep this piece. Oop. I don't even know why I did that. Say you wanted to keep this piece of it, but you wanted to get rid of this piece of it. It just doesn't let you do that. You just can't do that. So, because it's all one piece. One big, huge piece. See, power line 5. And that has a hold of that, all of that. So if you delete that, you're losing all of it. You can't just grab pieces of it. So I converted one from 19 just so I can use the lines from it. Like I said, we can separate the poles and use those. So that's what I did. and that really sucks. Yeah, so then I would have to rerun all of these lines right here. Unless, see, I wish they would just let me get rid of this one here. But it's not going to do that. It's going to make me get rid of all of them. I'd say I could keep it there and just put her farmhouse right there, or a house right there. But then this here would be in the road, like, so that ain't gonna work. So if I do, I'll just have to delete at least the line and just rerun the line, or just get rid of all of it. I have a feeling, or I already read that. When you open a map in Giants, the same way as you do a truck. What about it there, JR? Alright, we're gonna clear all this stuff out of here. Wow, there's a lot of lanterns. That, of course, is for the whole map, so I gotta sit here and delete them individually. Yeah, this is fun, guys. Yeah, I like having all these people popping in. This is awesome. To be honest, right there, I think this stream is. I probably had the most people in this stream than I've ever had in a stream, like at any given time. I've had that many people come in and leave, but for there to be that number of people that was all in here all at once, I think that's the highest I've ever had. That's great. It's all because of you guys. Give yourself a pat on the back. So we still got these guys here, the warning stripes. You gotta make sure that's the only thing you're actually clicking on. You don't want to go delete crazy. You'll be deleting stuff all over the map and not know it. Yep, see, it's got a hold of our sell point over there. And if I'd have just deleted it, we'd have lost our sell point, our stripes from over there. Delete them. Alright, so when you open a map in Giants, they're the same as opening your truck. Yes, yes. You just double click on the i3D, yep. Man, we are going to have fun. It'll be like an Easter egg hunt. Once we finally get the map done, like, I don't even care if it'll be like this. I don't even care if, like, we raise the ground to do our thing, you know, to get our map built, and we cover up the collectibles. How we just covered that up, that's fine, because all we gotta do is go up here, find the collectibles, and just go down through the list and click on each one, see where exactly it's at, and if it's in a place it's already in place and we don't have to move it, then we can just leave it, and then we'll just go down the list and we'll just click on them. And if it's one that's under a map, that's fine. We'll grab it and then we'll find somewhere to hide it, and we'll do that until we get them all taken care of. So that's the game plan with that. So it'll be like an Easter egg hunt. It'll be fun. But there's two of them here already. You should do a hardcore logging section of the map. Yeah, right. Like I got a pretty cool idea that I'm actually surprised nobody's ever put it in a logging map yet. And it's definitely going to be in this map. Not saying that it hasn't never been done before. I just haven't seen it. So, I mean, one might have slipped through the cracks on me that I never seen. But that's the game plan. I got something I'm gonna add that I'm really surprised that I haven't seen in a map before. Well, there's gonna be a couple of things like that actually. Yeah, so like right here, I'll do a little quick rundown of it. Alright, so I gotta open up the desktop version so you guys can see it. Right here, guys, all of our paintable textures. Like I said, we got every texture from all three maps. And this literally took me 38 hours just to add these textures. So we had every texture from every map. I can't say every texture because there's like 4 of them that I didn't add. Cliff grass from Alpine. The actual Alpine gravel I didn't add. Which ain't no thing. We can still add it if we want to. But, yeah. So, if you know, that is not the dirt from the US map right there. At all. And why is this not working? Like, I don't know what happened there. Oh, okay. Yeah, normally if I hit Alt, it would always do that, but if I had a hold of a brush and I hit Alt and left click, it wouldn't move me like this. This would move me like that, that would move me like that. But this one here would actually let me spin around. Why is that not doing that now? I really don't know why that's not doing it now. Don't tell me that, because I was liking the way that was working before. It would let me turn like this, while I had a hold of a brush. And that is not working now. It must have been something I hit. Something I did, something. Oh, this ain't gonna be cool. Yeah, that's not good. Ah, there we go. Alright. Cool. I was like, no. Alright, so now I know what actually changed that. Whew. I was about to go in panic mode. Yeah, because I was able to fly around the map there. Alright, but the Alpine animal mud. And then the American animal mud. I mean, we got textures, ladies and gents. American dirt. dirt. Wait, then we got the alpine dirt. Down bricks. Like we got everything. I mean, that's just the easiest way to. So we got water puddle. The alpine water puddle. I like that one. It's like the sand. And then wet mud. It's great. Oh, wait a minute. There's one different one. One more. Right there it is. And then that one. And then these ones with the, how it kind of looks like it's all stretched out and blurry, that's because of the parallel occlusion. Yeah, we got beach sand. All the different forest grounds. I think there's like 5 different forest grounds. Little laggy. Yeah, it's probably because I'm in desktop mode. I'm moving around too much and doing too much. Or it's just that time of day. There's like certain times of day for your area. Like when everybody's on the internet, then it kind of makes your internet slow, I guess. But I just wanted to show you guys that. Yeah, I'm proud of that. Like I said, it took me like 36, 38 hours to add all them textures. I did it in FS19 too, but it was, the way you add them was way different. It's easier in FS22, but it takes longer, like a lot longer, because in FS19 you could just pretty much do it all at once. Like I said, it was a little more complicated, a little more complex, but you were able to do like every texture all at once instead of one at a time. This one you have to do them all one at a time. Ooh, we could build some stuff with this. Check this out. We could build a bridge with that. Ain't there a bridge with this? Mobile bridge body, yes. I thought there was a bridge. Yes, we gotta collect this. We're saving that. We may use this here. I wanted to say there's already a bridge like that though. Yeah, right here. No. Yeah, I think that's it. It just has a wooden floor on it. Yeah, all this craziness over here is going to go. It's a sell point. But I'm going to delete all this. Every bit of it. And the actual sell point is brought in by XML files. And it's just a little dump area right here. Right? So I'm going to get rid of all this craziness and just build forest around it. And I brought this little building in right here. Little silo thing, and we'll just act like this is the building for the sell point, the silo for it. So that's the game plan with that. We can make this Camp Crystal, yeah, Crystal Lake. Alright, so yeah, I was looking for that bridge. That was just a little one. Oops. Oh, not important. Oh. Oh man, wrong thing. I have. Ooh man, why didn't I bring that over? What's happening there? I have, man, what am I trying to say? Oh, I got, tree stumps, like big branches, all kinds of stuff we'll be able to lay around the forest and that. Couple different tree stumps. But I don't want to, like, put them everywhere. So if you want to farm it, you know, because it's actual placeable things you're putting in through Giants Editor. So once you put it in game, you're not going to be able to get rid of them. So I just want to put them in like key areas. I don't want to put them everywhere, just in case you want to farm land or something. You don't have tree stumps in your road. Somebody made a mod with this building. I can't remember what it was. It's right here. It was a mod. Somebody just made it. Look at that. It's just buildings placed together. Huh. See, I like little stuff like this because if you have an imagination, you can build all kinds of stuff with this stuff. Especially for like TP maps and stuff like that. Ooh. We got staircase. I like it. Alright. Sorry about that, JR. I didn't see that last there. It's 210 here right now. 210. Ooh. I really don't know why that's not working, man. And you know it's sad, I actually paid for that too. I paid for that. And it is not working when people subscribe while I'm live. I don't understand it. All I do is reach over and hit the test button and it works fine. I don't get it. Oh, you know what? I'm wanting to say it might be because it's through Twitch right now, but nah, it's on YouTube. It's definitely on YouTube, so it should be worth it. Alright. Oops, wrong button. It's a cereal factory. Which building is the cereal factory though? Is that it? It is. I then deleted everything else. Do we need a cereal factory? And the bakery. Alright, the bakery's over here on Main Street, so we're good. We'll leave that alone. But the milk and cereal. Okay, the carpenter's building. Alright, so the cereal factory's not in here. It's the XML file to end. Here's where it goes. That's just the area for it. So I'm assuming we just deleted that building right there. So the sell points would spawn in whenever you went in game. I don't know exactly where they spawn in, but they spawn in through the XML files. But again, man, it's just, I'm sorry guys. I mean, once I get over this state of exactly what I'm gonna do here, we'll be on a roll. Just bear with me. So that would be the cereal and the dairy we're gonna lose. But to be honest with you, I'm gonna add like default equipment, default items, stuff like that. So you start with a little logging equipment and or whatnot. So if I wanted to, like, we could just delete all of this right now, and then it would come from your money and stuff too, though, which is the sad part. But I mean, technically I could, if I wanted you to start with the dairy or whatever, then I could just bring it over here on the little downtown strip and place it down somewhere, and it would just be a starting item. And then you could actually sell it if you wanted to. So if you didn't want to use it, you could just sell it and get your money from it. So there's an idea. I just want to be sure of what I'm doing, because I don't want to start working on it again tomorrow and be like, no, I wanted to keep that. Well, it's too late by then. You get rid of it, it's gone. Alright, so I said maybe we'll use this. We'll put, I mean, we could put log cabins and stuff right here. But I'm thinking maybe like a, either just a little campground or something, or like a little trailer park. I think this would be perfect little trailer park there in the woods, right off the exit. maybe a couple little houses and then just put trailers or something in there. And then all we need is one road. Bring it in. Ooh, see, we can't even, we have to keep that road because that's the other half of our train deal. We have to keep that and that one down there. So I was going to say just wipe out that road. Just have it to where it came in and then turned right here to get onto the exit there, and then just wipe the rest of this out. It can go. But that's our road to our hospital. Yeah, so I mean, I guess we could just get rid of everything, this road here and all this junk back here, and then just keep this side of the road and just like I said, just a couple of trailers along that side, and then it'll be like you would drive through the trailer park there, get rid of all these roads back in here, and then after you drive through that, you can turn this way to get to your train. We're back to the little hospital deal. Or I can get rid of all of these roads. Well, keep this one, like I said, and then you can make this turn here. Then we can just jump another road off right here maybe, and then have it cross the tracks right there to get to the train thing. And then just wipe out all that. Work. And I would have to raise the ground on both sides. Well, that side's okay, I guess. Raise this ground here so you would go up over the tracks. I don't know, we'll figure it out. I'll sleep on it. Need a drink. Yo. What is this? Sugar. Oh, of course. Of course there's a sugar mill. How about a sugar no? Right? It's coming slowly. It's just, yeah, me trying to make decisions right this moment. So it's a little choppy at the moment. But once I figure out what I'm doing with this area here, we'll be zooming there. Excuse me. just eating lunch. I'll tell you what happened to me. I mean, you probably don't care, but uh, I don't even know how I've been able to make it to work. So, my wife, she had my debit card. And she went to the store, used it. Well, when she came home, I got in her purse and grabbed it. So I had my card for work the next day, so I had gas money. Well, she left to go to the store again, and didn't know I had the card. Well, she thought she lost the card, and then canceled it. Canceled the card out. So I had to order a new card, and I haven't had money for like a week now. Over a week, waiting on this new card to come. It's crazy. Well, it just showed up. Like, it literally just came in the mail. So I gotta go get gas and just spend money just because I haven't been able to. Alright. What we got here? Pizzeria? What? They got pizza next to the trailer? They got pizza? Pizza. Alright. Well, I might as well just start wiping everything out. I don't know. I didn't think all that stuff was actually there. I mean, I knew there was a bunch of buildings over here, but I didn't know there was all of that stuff. Like I said, I really didn't. I played on it a little bit, like very little. So I didn't even like explore everything to find out what was what. And it will not let me. There we go. Right. No. I was I was like, here I am trying to make sure I got money and kind of hung myself I tried to make sure I had money for that day, and then I ended up not having money for a whole week. And I probably could have just went to the bank and got some. Yeah, but you know, normally you gotta use a check to go pull money out. I don't have checks. When I first opened my account, they gave me a checkbook and I burned it. And let's see, it's really needing it, but we'll throw it in our junk pile for right now. Gonna be a junkyard, not a sawmill. Is it trying to say this place is the tire place? Yeah, I guess so, huh? Quality tires and service. Like, I kind of want to keep some of that stuff, but then again, I just want to get rid of it. And when we have more logging, but I mean, it's little stuff like that that does give detail to the map, but like I said, it's a logging map, so we gotta get rid of it. Like, we already have the one downtown section here, which I didn't even really want to have that much, but you gotta have a little sprinkle of it, you know what I'm saying? But when you have a map that has nothing at all, just a bunch of trees and a couple of basic, as quick as possible painted down roads, and it's boring. So it is the little stuff that like this that makes it cool, but it is a logging map, so yeah, it's gotta go, I guess. Yeah, it's gotta go. But guys, again, my card's here. I hate to do it. I appreciate the likes too, guys. Yeah, I actually got people watching. We got stuff happening. Yeah, but I gotta go to the store and activate. Well, I gotta go activate my card first and then go to the store. So we'll pick up again tomorrow, about the same time. Like right now for me, it's 2:30. So tomorrow at anywhere between 11 and 1 o'clock, we'll start the stream again. Yeah, and I'll sleep on this, exactly what we're going to do, so we ain't sitting here debating. We'll just do what we got to do. And yeah. So I hate to delete all them polls, but I did convert one from 19, so we could just use it, and we'll wipe them out, and then we'll use that. Yeah, I need to make decisions quick because I want to get this done. I really do. Because I got big ideas. Like, most of the stuff I already know what I'm doing. There ain't no deciding. Like, I know what it is. I know what I need to do. But I just got to get everything that we're not using out of the way first before I can do that. So, I got to make decisions quick. And, like, especially on this. This is what's really tripping me up. Should we get rid of it and then just be full original, or should we take some of that work that was already done and incorporate it and just change it a little bit and just make it our own? You know what I'm saying? I mean, because this is a pretty cool aspect, but I don't want to take something that I didn't make myself and put my name on it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure we can change it and make it totally different, but keep what it is. At least this aspect of it right here, and then everything upstairs from it, change it. I mean, we can actually change this down here too, to an extent, because it is kind of mainly just one piece. But yeah, that's what we really gotta debate here, what we're gonna do with this, with these caves. Other than that, yeah, I think I can handle the rest. Alright, Sam. Alright, JR, Jewel. Yeah. Kick me if I'm wrong. Yeah, with Protein and Riley and whoever else might still be here, I appreciate you. Again, we'll start the stream tomorrow. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss nothing. And again, I appreciate it. So, if you like what you see, go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to see what's coming, what's next, hit that subscribe button, mash them notification bells, and I'm out. Doses. Hey, no problem, brother. Thank you for watching. Hey, thanks for that like too, guys. I appreciate it. Much love.